Hi guys, welcome back. So this video is going to be a skin tutorial for when you have a bad skin day. So I'm having a rough skin day. I have like a little bit here, I have some stuff going on over here and here. I figure what better time than now to record what I do when I have a crappy skin day and what I can kind of do to help my skin. So you have a few different options on primers. You can either go with one, like this one here from Cover FX is a blemish treatment primer. Cover FX. I just have a sample of it. This one's by Cover FX as well. It's a calming primer, and so it's supposed to be good for, working on calming your skin down. You can also do a kind of primer like this one is from NYX, the Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer. This is a green primer, and so it is anti-redness, and so it depends on what kind of issues you have with your skin that day. You know, if you are really red and just ruddy and just, that kind of acne, or if it's like pops of acne. So today I'm going to use this calming primer by Cover FX. And what I do is I try to focus it mostly on the areas that I have a lot of breakouts, but I do just take it all over my face. And then what I do is I don't need to make sure it hits every square inch of my face, but sometimes, it's good to make it do that just for smoothness sake, like you have the same amount of layers on each piece, but it's mostly, this primer in particular is for calming down the skin when it's having it acting out a little bit. But like I said, if you have redness, use a green-based primer, use a green concealer, which will cancel out redness. So then for foundation, I would use a pure foundation like this one from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Dream Pure BB Cream 8-in-1 Beauty Balm Skin Clearing Perfector with 2% salicylic acid acne treatment. It says it's light medium sheer tint. So this one's good if you really like a lighter coverage. And then I also have this one. This is the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. It's got salicylic acid, witch hazel, camphor, tea tree, and aloe. So you kind of have different options. This is in the shade Ivory, and this one is light medium. So you kind of have options there. These are both drugstore, but they do make some high-end that have ingredients in them. But you can also put like a serum inside of your foundation. So what I'm going to do, now I'm not acne prone. I mean, I am acne prone, but I'm not oily. That's what I meant to say. So I don't need a mattifying primer or something that's going to control my oil. I don't break out because of oil. I'm not oily. But what I did is I just squirted some of each of those foundations onto my hand. They're kind of next to each other with two different colors. I swirl them together and then I apply that all over my face. Now, one thing you want to be careful of, if you're breaking out because of, bacteria or dirty, like oil and stuff, you want to use clean tools as much as possible on your skin. So, maybe you used to use your foundation brush 20 times before you washed it. And when you're having a really bad skin week, it's probably not a bad idea to go ahead and wash that brush more often or use disposable sponges to make sure that you're not moving around that bacteria. But if you're like me and your acne is usually hormonal, it's not as much of a concern. Now, you could do some concealer beneath this foundation. Mine isn't bad enough where I needed to, but for under eye concealer, usually you want kind of a thinner consistency. You want the thinnest consistency so it doesn't crease, but thick enough so that it still covers your under eye circles. But for spot concealing for acne, you really want to get it to be kind of a thicker formula. Now, you can use a thin formula and do 2 layers, but for me personally, I like a little bit of a thicker so I can just glob it on right where I have an acne breakout area. I look very pale now, but if you can tell, I mean, my neck is pretty pale. Wow. That mixture of those 2 foundations really makes me look pale. But anyway, so what I do after this point is I will do my acne spot treating. So I like something like the Hard Candy Glamouflage or the MAC Pro Longwear, something that has a little bit more stick. I just squirted a little bit of MAC Pro Longwear right onto my hand, just a tiny bit. See that little dot? And then I take my concealer brush, this is the e.l.f. one, Flawless Concealer Brush, and I literally just tap it where I'm having the breakouts. And then I just dot it. I just keep blotting and blotting and blotting until it kind of blends out. And if the spot is here, I blend all around that area to kind of make it consistent in color. This is just for when you need that extra coverage. I don't normally put my concealer, I don't normally spot conceal, but you can use the same technique for like freckles. Like I have a freckle right here. And so I can just like spot conceal it, you know, until I feel like it's covered nicely. Anyway, so at that point, you know, you can proceed with the rest of your makeup. The most important thing is you want to use the most pure products that you can at this time for your skin. So if you have something that's maybe bare minerals or something a little lighter, like this is called the Maybelline Dream Pure. So they have the regular and then they have the pure. Too Faced has the primed and poreless primer and powders and stuff. You can get the Too Faced primed and poreless pure version instead, and that has less of the oil crap and other things that are going to break you out if you're acne prone. But as always, go to a doctor. I think that the dermatologist really helped me with my skin. I mean, with some concealer, you can't tell that I'm really acne prone, but I do suffer from that about once a month. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my face, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.